Hola, people. Um, this here was a special battle. Uh, I think we're just gonna get into it. I'm not gonna mess with you here. Um, Pretty standard stuff as far as I could see. I think he said at the end that his Alakazam didn't have Magic Guard or whatnot. So pretty interesting stuff. Here we let's watch this here. All right. Landorus, I allowed a Fortress. I saw I didn't have a spinner, so I figured rocks, or I thought that most Tentacles aren't carrying spin anymore. They're all crazy sets. So I just get him up early. Stay in just to scout, see what he's going to do. I see the Wisp, so I figure, okay, I'll go into Politoed to take that because it doesn't matter at all. He doesn't have weather, so it's alright if he gets burned. You know, that stuff happens sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta let somebody get burned. Scizor just kind of in here to U-turn, get some pivot going on. But I'm not 100% sure why I didn't just go for the U-turn there to get a little damage. But whatever, you know, sometimes you do silly things. That did a ton of damage, so I'm thinking he's some sort of special defensive, or special attacking, although Fortress isn't that good. But he gets the burn, so that's not good at all. D-Knight, hoping not for the burn there, and he doesn't get it, which is great. I was hoping he would think I'd have the Earthquake, so he'd switch out. He stays in, I just go for the Thunder. He's sort of a mixed attacker, abusing the weather a little bit. Now here, it sucks, because I was predicting the Landorus switch, but he protects to scout and sees that I've got the Waterfall, so that was great on his part. Because now it kind of lets him know what I'm doing with my set there. Politoed come back in, predicting a switch to maybe Tentacruel, I guess. But he just sends it in. At this point, honestly, Politoed can die. He did his thing. He got his weather up. That's great. I don't really need him for much. I think I fodder him here, just try and get some damage, get a crit, which is good. And then he dies on this turn. That's you know, Politoed doing his thing. Scizor coming in. This Tentacruel giving me problems. He's getting all that health back from the rain dish and the sludge and whatnot. So I turn here, go into my own Tentacruel. Now here things get a little iffy. I immediately show him that I have the Mirror Coat, which is an interesting stat a lot of people don't run, but I thought I'd give it a try. And he didn't predict it, but you know, I thought he might try and go for a Scald or something. I was wrong. I thought he would go for a Volt Switch, but since I showed him the Mirror Coat, I guess it was pretty obvious that I would go for it there. Now, Alakazam just gives me all sorts of trouble. I've realized that with this team. So I have to play extremely carefully around it. Because switching things in, you know, he's dealing out major hits, so it's not easy to switch something in safely there. But he tricks. I haven't seen a trick in a long time. So he brings Landorus in, and I get the rocks back up, because I know I can take an Earthquake, and then I just kind of fodder Fortress. Keldeo is great. Now, I show him I have the Icy Wind, which is another interesting set. This is where the Paralyzed comes in handy, because now he can't spin the rocks away, which is helpful always. Alright, and so Hidden Power Electric did 20%. That I know it's unstabbed, but Keldeo is pretty freaking strong, so I did not expect that at all. Now, man, I miss a Hydro Pump, and that happens, and he tricks the Black Sludge, and I'm like, alright, that's okay, I'm faster. I miss it again, and he goes for the Psychic. That was definitely a turning point in the battle. He predicted me, I think, to go to Pursuit there, so I just went for the Bullet Punch just to get some damage, hopefully kill it off, and I do. Now, I one-shot the the Mamoswine after rocks, which is good. But he gets the Intimidate. I thought he would go to Landorus first, to be honest, to get the Intimidate. Now he gets rocks up late game, and I can't get rid of those, so that's not good. But I think that's probably Hidden Power Ice, maybe? And I live that, which is great, and get a big hit on him, which will be key later. And now it's 3-on-2, and I've got this weakened Tentacruel, but he gave me a Scarf, so I could Ice Beam and kill the Landorus, which is perfect. Tricked me the Scarf earlier in the match, so that was key there. Now here, this is just a bad situation because he gets the Pain Split and gets a ton of health back. And I can't really do anything because I don't want to switch in my Scizor to take any damage from this thing. So I've got to just kind of fodder out Tentacruel here, which I don't like to do. But sometimes it's got to happen. Now here, basically, he's got the match wrapped up because the only way I can hurt his own Scizor is with a superpower, and he knows that, so he switches here, get the kill. But I'm Choice Banded, so I'm locked in, and I can hit him first, but he hits me second, and with the defense drop, I can't live it, unfortunately. So it was a great battle from Kazeshini, but I didn't get the victory. You can't only upload wins. That's not fair. But yeah, it was a great battle. I just did it real late, and I thought maybe you'd like to see what was going on. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed.